Hello Capricorns, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 7th through to the 13th of July. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week. There may have been a lot of stuff going on around you this week, but I hope you've managed to keep that calm within you in order to sort of keep on that pathway of what you should be living, as it were. The messages from energy this week, it was all about um, building our true inner being in the world at the moment. And building that true inner being, uh, it needs a lot of needs. It needs a lot of foundation sort of things in place in order for you to get the best out of life. And I think you're very well positioned at the moment because the energy that's going through you, you've got a lot of water within your sign, and we'll be looking at that a little bit later on. And that water there is giving you a lot more stability that the world around you may not have. And as I said before, and I think this is still the case, you're becoming a reference to a lot of people that are around you. And this bodes incredibly well to put you in a position, in a very fortuitous position for not only your financial side, but also your relationship side. But we'll be looking at the elements a little bit later on as well. And we're going to be looking at the combination of earth, water, but also fire and air. All the combinations of the elements together within your flowers. Now you'll see that a little bit later on as we pull some cards on that. In the meantime, let's just pull up, see what we get in the way of messages from energy and also your chakra sequencing. Okay, so first thing first, just connect to the energy that is around us. There we go. We've got that lovely mutable energy that's going on. Mutable, lovely morphic energy that's going on. There we go. The universe is, like you get like rays of sun that comes through the clouds, like what we call Jacob's ladders. And it's like the universe is sort of saying, here is your ladder of light to go to where you should be. The universe is kind of sort of like lowering a ladder towards you, and columns of light that are giving you moments to shine, but not necessarily all the time, because you've got to get on and do things. But I think you're getting a lot of recognition now for who you are and what you're doing, basically. Not only on your financial side, but this is also very much on your relationship and spiritual side of it all. Okay, let's just see what if we can get from where is that taking us. It's taking you to the ultimate goal of what you should be doing. Things really seem to be starting to fit into place for you, Capricorn. Not only materialistically, but also emotionally. There seems to be a lot of it's not just opportunity. It's a lot of coincidences that happen together, so you can shine brightly at the right moment. That's what it seems to be. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the chakra sequencing. Now, if you want to know more about the chakra sequencing, I've done a video on that on the channel, and it helps with the rhythm of the day of how to input yourself into life, basically, and what sort of rhythm to do it in. But yeah, you'll find that on our channel. Okay, so let's just reconnect to the energy, find that neutral point there. Lovely, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we've got that central point of energy within us. It's gone straight to the crown and the root. You are reflecting energy at the moment here, Capricorn. You're oozing tranquility, joy, and productivity at the same time with this crown and this root. Both chakras here are really they're open, they're exploring, they're shining their light. They really are. You see, you're being very grounded, but also incredibly open, incredibly conscious about how you're engaging in life. Really lovely energies there. Let's just see where it's moving on to. Moves on to the solar plexus here. And on the solar plexus, it's much more on the right side. So it's much more on sort of, how does this all fit morally, spiritually, emotionally, and having the courage to stand up and saying, no, I've got to live life like this. And I think this sort of like taking that stance will shine a light on you in a way that everyone around you will enjoy bathing in the confidence that you can produce from within you as well. Absolutely lovely energy. Where's it moving on to now? It's now going on to the sacrum, the fundamental needs. This is what it's all about here. To build what you so want. So you have to have needs in order to produce the wants. This is all to do with manifestation as well. And the fundamental side of it all, it's got to be exciting. It's got to be stimulating for you. I think we talked about this last week here, and I think this is where you're getting things naturally falling into place for you when you feel that sacrum moving and your inner being saying, these are what we want in our life. These are the structures, these are the aspects that we need. These are the ingredients that are going to make the greatest recipe of life for us. And recognizing them will be really good for you. It's on the move again. Here we go to the third eye and the throat chakra. I like the fact that it's coming in a little bit later on, the third eye and the throat chakra here as well. It's confirming to you that your inner vision is correct about what you should be living. The communication is very profound communication. So it's not necessarily volume here, it's quality of communication. Not having to say too much. And when you do say something, that it has weight and meaning within the world around you. Once you have that and you can feel it, apply it very thickly, because that's what's going to create that foundation of the interaction and relationships that are around you, be it either on your financial side or your relationship side. It doesn't really matter here. It's just being really having the weight and power within the in the communication that you're doing, that's just going to, it's going to put pay to any doubt within your life and doubt within the life that is around you. And that's what's going to help those coincidences come together. Where's it moving on to? Moves on to the heart. And it's almost as if like, let me just show you what's going on beside me there. Just wandered past. I've got to say it. These two horses there. There's two actually standing next to each other. I just like to say that the white horse is all about. It's all about. It's three. There's another white horse that's come along as well now. White horses or animals and stuff like that is all about a divine connection to everything. And I think this is where you're finding your divine connection to everything that's going on around you. Absolutely beautiful. And that's what comes into the heart here and the joy that comes through it. It's finding that joyous, divine connection with everything that is around you. Because now we get the crown and the root. We've gone back to the beginning of the cycle. But it's ultimately cultivating that within your life. It's going to make you feel incredibly good after such a long time, maybe over the past sort of like 5 years that it might have been difficult. Now things are really starting to fit in place. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let's just have a look and see what's going on with your Astroflower and the elements within your Astroflower. So just up here, you've got the Astroflower. Just below there, you've got the petals with the numbers on them. So you'll know which petals we're talking about. And we're looking for a combination that is a combination where a petal has all the elements in it. And obviously, we have this crossing point of air and fire, which is at the top of petal 6 and at the base of petal 10. It's also combining with petal 8 and petal 9, your future selves. Petal 6 is the inner sanctum. Petal 10 is the interface with the outside world. And that's that passion and ideas and intellect that you're putting into your life, or you're allowing the feedback to come back into your life, which makes you to feel like this is my divine space. And that's going to come in later on in the week. In the meantime, we're looking for the combinations between earth and water. Now, you don't actually have any earth in your sign, in the middle of your sign. It's all on the outside. It's how you interact with the world around you. You do have a lot of water. And that's that emotional security that you're cultivating from within you. At the base of petal 8 and petal 9, that's your future self. That's where we find that combination between the past and the future. And it feeds into petal 8 and 9 because they have all the elements in that flower. You do have all the elements in petal 5 as well. And petal 5 is all about your understanding about how relationships work, how the spiritual path works. And this is about that mole position as well, that you're going to you should allow it to feed into every aspect of your life, as much as in the financial side, as much as you get in the relationship side. It is going to help you to really find your divine place more than anything else. Okay? So let's pull some cards on that combinations. Okay? Let's pull in on, first of all, on the financial side, where we get that fixed water on petal 9, we're looking at here. That fixed water with that cardinal earth of your good self. Okay? So let's just see how that sort of fits in with that there. You own it at the moment, Capricorn. This is on your financial side. Now, the Emperor rules his empire through the physical side of life, the material side of life. And I think everything is falling into place in order for you to be the emperor of your own success. So you will own it enormously. There is a great deal of power flowing for you within the energies. You have a plan of action. You have an idea of, yes, this is what I wish to be living in my life. This is the success that I want. And this is what you have now got to stick to that plan. And you're very good at sticking to a plan, Capricorn. You'll stick it right to the end. There is no doubt about it. And I think that confidence you have now within you is sort of breeding confidence in others within you, as it were. The wait is over. The journey is now to be happening. As I said, you've got the 2 of Wands. Now you've got the 3 of Wands. This is a progressional thing. You need to take that sort of one staff there. You've got the 2 of Wands there on either side. That's the plan of action. You need to take the 1 wand and go after one of those boats that are in the background there that you may well see. That's one of 2 choices. And that's where the plan's going to come into play. This is where you're going to find your divine place. And you just got to allow it to happen more than anything else. How does it feed back into that combination between that air and fire that's going to come in later on in the week with the mutable fire and the fixed air that is in petal 9, but it combines with petal 6 and petal 10. You get the Page of Swords, converting ideas into reality. And I think this is where you step into the light, you shine. Therefore, it's going to be easier for you now than ever before to start saying, I want to run this business and actually go ahead and make it work, as it were. I think there's a great deal of energy that's coming in for you. And there's a great deal of lessons that you're giving yourself or giving the world around you by the position you're taking and just going off on that journey. Look at that great gift that that person's giving their younger self. And I think this is where you're doing that with the world around you. And the confidence that you have within you is going to open a lot of doors for any job you wish to be going for, any business you want to be doing. It's gonna make you feel that you are in your divine place more than anything else, Capricorn. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side here. Now we've got this mutable water that comes in from Pisces that comes in through this section there, King of Cups. Have the Emperor on the other side. This time you've got the King of Cups on this side. Complete and utter control over your emotions, as I said earlier on. This is plain sailing. This is where Petal 5, through understanding, is helping you to take your place in the world emotionally, morally, spiritually, energetically. And that could be on the financial side as much as anything else. But it's making your life on your relationship side very, very calm and solid. You get the Queen of Swords as well. This is you taking a direction. You're not following a direction. You are taking your direction in regards to relationship side here. It's having a control over your emotions in a certain degree within relationship side here. So you're not having emotional, sort of storms. They may be happening around you, but you're not having them, and you're not accepting them either, Capricorn, on your pathway. You're just following something that is very much more sort of consistent, emotionally consistent with the world around you. How's that feedback into that sort of crossing of that earth, that air and fire? You have the Seven of Wands, sorry. Seven of Wands. 7 is a revelation number. It's revealing to you the truth. And I think you need to be, I don't think you need to fight for it, but I think you need to stand in your power for it. And it's helping you here because 7 is built upon the 6 of Wands. It's built upon a success that you know is within you, a comfortable position in regards to relationships that plays out absolutely beautifully. And you have the 9 of Wands as well. As I said, you're not looking for emotional, tornadoes around you. You're looking for something a little bit more consistent and solid with the people that are around you, the people that you trust and love, basically, because that's going to feed back as well within your financial side, and that's going to allow you to step into the light and actually step into your divine plan that you should be living. Okay? So there you go, Capricorn. Absolutely brilliant. Thanking you very much for being here. Don't forget about the messages from energy, which came out on Wednesday. We've also got all the other energy videos that we do on this channel. We're going to be trying to be doing a live this weekend. Hopefully I'll see you for there. Thank you for the subscription, liking, sharing, and everything else that goes on this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.